Look at them. Look at them just sitting there peacefully. Hello there, YouTube. We've got the J6 back again for another new season here. And as you can see, we are in that area near the stronghold we explored. And we'll just kind of follow the torches back again to there. I wanted to comment, actually, since I was just passing it up, on something that I was asked in the comments for a recent episode, which is actually about my roads, all those gravel roads that are all around this world. And I was asked if I make those roads by hand. And the answer I gave was something like, yeah, some of them, originally, I almost never made them by hand, because this world was like a cross between survival and occasional creative and importing stuff. But as I've progressed in the world, and as it's gotten more survival tended, I've really started to make the roads, like other things, almost more exclusively by hand. And a lot of the old roads are more jagged. They've got more like rocks and stuff. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of leave home with like a stack of 64 gravel, because I have huge stockpiles of gravel now. Like, I could make all the roads I wanted if I had the time. Anyway, so I'll like leave home on a quest with a stack of gravel, and as I come across uneven things in the roads that weren't made by hand, I'll just kind of fill them in, and that I generally end up with bits of dirt and flint from filling in holes and getting rid of spikes and such like that. And that's pretty much how things go now. Anyway, as for the task today, you'll see our new avatar for this season is Eli from the Book of Eli. He's pretty tight. That was a nice movie a few years back. Anyway, basically only have two real quests. The first one is leaving where we were a little while ago. I'd like to head back to the end and collect that dragon egg, which is why you see the piston and the torch in my inventory there. Very simple thing to do. Unfortunately, I still have not gathered enough experience points to make the new bow. If you remember, one of the things I did not accomplish last season was getting another infinity bow after I used up my last one. The power bow will probably be useful, probably be pretty good. I've got it equipped, but unfortunately it does use all those arrows, and that comes to be a problem. You'll see I moved the chest and all its contents at some points. Got all the stuff, all the loot I'd taken from the stronghold out. And also, if you're paying close attention, the weapons I'm using are some of the weapons that I gained from doing all that enchanting after we killed the dragon and set up a book room in the end there. Am I playing on peaceful here? For right now, we'll leave it. This episode doesn't need opposition. Right. So, getting the dragon egg. Was there something else I was going to talk about here? Yeah. Somehow or other, I seem to have completely lost all the resources that I gained from the last mining trip. If you remember, right before the final episode of the last season, hello, End, I actually went on a mining trip in between those last two episodes, and that's where I got those emeralds for getting some shit from the villagers. Can't remember what exactly. But, are all my snowmen gone? No, not quite. That's good. But, I only brought back the emeralds and the diamonds, because I knew I was going to use those right away. But somehow I managed to lose the chest, which contained all the other things that I'd gotten, all the extra coal. So I'm actually kind of running low on coal right now, which is kind of a rare happening. But, you know, I've just been selling... I love the way those spiral towers look. I've just been selling all the coal that I got, unfortunately. So, yeah. Anyway, where do we make that egg teleport to? Here it is. Get this real quick. Hopefully this works the same as I thought it did. Yeah. Alright, one dragon egg collected. Power to the player. I'll take back that piston and torch because I never ever seem to have enough pistons. Which seems to be was probably a problem of not bothering to learn the piston recipe for too long. Were you always able to just skip the end credits like that? I thought that was one of Flower Child's big beefs with vanilla, and yet... Huh. You know, that's weird. That put me back in a really convenient spot here. I thought it put me back right at the end portal room. Anyway, I guess none of that really matters much now. So, on to task 2. Figure I'll get this on camera real quick. As I was just heading back, I meant to click on this wolf, which was just kind of laying about, and make it follow me. but I accidentally clicked on it with the meat, so I seem to have gained a new pup here, which is pretty cool. If he's going to be coming along, that is, which I'm not sure about. He might be stuck. Well, theoretically speaking, he should teleport to me when I get far enough away. Anyway, unfortunately, it's pretty obvious to me that the code for fixing the teleportation of animals, making sure they actually stay sitting when you tell them to sit, is still not fixed at all, which is quite a pity, and means that these guys will probably just, I don't know, run away, lose track of them, have them go somewhere. But see what I mean here? If you watched in the last 2 episodes of the last series, this road was one of the ones that was more in need of repair, and now I've actually cleaned it up quite a bit. And in addition to all the gravel I have stockpiled, I'll just come across gravel like this, and, you know, I'll get it, because I use... If my character was buried with two blocks, it'd probably be signs and gravel, because those are 2 blocks that I don't think people make extensive use of, but I just seem to always be using. Oh, and you know what the other thing is that I have gotten to doing a lot more legitly recently? I just think of it because of this all, is creeper holes. Like, I used to never bother filling in creeper holes, but now, when I come across them, I'm trying to always take care of them, because, I don't know, I just don't like leaving creeper holes littered about the landscape. And see, look at that, nice, mostly smooth roads now. It's just more, it's nicer to look at. I like looking at nice things. Alright, we're back at Grace Manor here. I'm gonna make a super quick supply drop. Shouldn't take long at all. See, look, creeper hole. I don't know why those 2 stacks are separate. Let's fill this real quick here. You know, after all that work on the Kirby map, honestly, I just have 0 issues. I have so much more patience with terraforming than I used to. Because, like, almost essentially all of that map was done by hand, so... Sit. See how long they actually stay where I tell them to. It'll probably be not very long at all, but whatever. Oh yes, saddle. Do I have one in here? No. Okay, I've definitely won saddles before. Here they are. Saddle ourselves up a pig at some point. Whoa, look at this. I finally found my first spider jockey, I think. Right back there. Unless that was him and he just glitched to me, but he was definitely sitting when I started recording this here. Anyway, I gotta say, this whole Sharpness 2 diamond sword without the knockback is really nice, because I can actually reliably kill creepers now, without really worrying that they're gonna, you know, blow up my shit and all. It's a really nice thing. Well, except when there are 2 of them and I don't quite notice it right away. But yeah, that's like 7 creepers I've just killed in a row. Without a single one of them exploding on me. So, I guess it's a good thing they're going to increase the difficulty here again. Get the mobs wearing armor or whatever. Yeah. Now, anyway, where we're headed next is Montmartre, because I know I have 3 nether portals in this map, but I can never seem to remember where where all of them are. So I'll just head to the one in Montmartre because it's the easiest, and it's just a straight shoot along this road. Oh, I didn't bring a stack of gravel this time. Pity. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna head into the nether, and then we're actually gonna exit the nether. I've got, oh, don't sigh, another bit of the tourist map that I missed is actually the proper exit from hell. The storyline, there's just a tiny bit left to it. I'm not really doing this for the storyline so much as to show, I guess it's kind of an example of, again, my patience with sculpture, how I sort of adapted the tourist end into this map a little while ago. Oh, hey, look, that's clay. I'll never find clay. I'll probably take the time to mine that. Sure would have been nice if I would have brought a stack of gravel, though. Shame. Really need to remember to do that more often. I also seem to be running low on food supplies here for whatever reason. Arrows are stocking back up though now. And I'm killing these skeletons so easily, which is nice. Yeah. Oh, and then I said I was going to change the Palisades base to something besides mycelium, since mycelium is supposed to be so rare. Actually, do me a favor, post in the comments, what do we think would look nice here in place of mycelium? Kind of something natural looking, so it doesn't interfere with the roads or with the cobble bases to different areas of town, but I'm not quite sure what. I don't know. Guess we'll see. Hahaha. Alright, here we are. I saw a pig, and I see a cliff. We know what to do. That is just as soon as we find that pig again. And it looks like we're going to have to take care of a skeleton for it. Nope, maybe not. Saddle the pig. Sweet, my first saddled pig. Oh, you be quiet. And let's get on the pig. Can I make it jump? No, I can't. Can I even control it? This is kind of stupid. What good does this do me? And I bet you I can't get my saddle back either. Come on, look, pig. There's a nice ravine over there. Oh shit! Wow. Okay, they really increased the damage there. Gotta heal up fast. Just barely missed that one. Okay, we're kind of in trouble here. And I bet I just lost my saddled pig, too. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get the heck out of here real quick. No use staying around being creeper bait. Obviously lost that saddle pig. Ooh, but look at that. I accidentally discovered one of the new 1.3 features here when I was just trying to clean up this creeper hole, even though I don't have enough supplies for it. So you can rotate wood now, which I guess I knew that, but hey, that's actually pretty neat. Kind of look forward to using that in different architecture now. Alright, back in Monmox we can see the rail lines again. Which means any time now we'll be coming back on the entrance to hell here. Yeah, there's that station. It's properly connected up to things now. What the hell were the goals of this episode? I've completely forgotten. Let's see. We started out, got that dragon egg, check. Tried to saddle a pig, not so much luck. Half check. I don't know, is there any vanilla challenges I haven't really gotten done yet? Where are those again? Achievements. I mean, I think most of these we've pretty much taken care of here. Librarian, build some bookshelves. Oh, I've never actually crafted bookshelves? I guess I've only mined them. Okay, that's not terribly difficult. But yeah, besides that, it's just fly a pig off a cliff. So I'm not really sure how that's possible when a pig is, not controllable from the saddle. Nah, they've got to be controllable from the saddle. I must have just been screwing something up there. I'll look back into that. Okay, so there's our first little bit of change there. Just some text. New text that was brought back from the tourists, which we missed before. Nothing life-breaking. Although it is kind of true, you really would create like a black hole of plot if you were playing through that and... No, actually, never mind, I'm not going to explain that one. It would take too many words for too little of a gain. So... This is an incredibly familiar path for those of you who have watched through multiple episodes in the series. Since this is my primary nether entrance, we seem to always be coming back through this one. See, Perilous Path, and then Tourist Proper. So, okay, before we fixed the little tourist thing, this actually deposited us in. Oh yes. In just a random dungeon underground. I've actually built a dungeon around that. Pardon that. Complicated, whiny stuff. Yeah. So anyway, the new dungeon here, the Kobold Lair. This is actually just from some old like D&D schematics I had lying around that I made a while back. But anyway, yeah, this is just a tight little dungeon, almost an adventure map kind of thing. Got lots of neat little traps rigged around here. And I actually did the stereotypical, oh, look at me, I know how to figure out double doors thing. And linked up that one switch, these two sets of double doors here, which I actually think turned out pretty dang well. It's pretty tight. So, let's see, then we got an upper floor to this. There's lots of neat little traps around this place. So like those give you ladders to get up there. Just, you know, typical RPG map type traps, the kinds of things you would normally see. So like these switches, you think they're opening this door, but they're really making arrows fall at you. Okay, those switches, which I almost forgot about, make arrows shoot at you, and in fact one almost got me there. Then you can travel around, and there's kind of a back room here with another piston pinwheel thing, like in the Let's Make a Sacrifice episode. Also, I invented a trap which is to become another trademark of mine, like the piston pinwheel, which is the rolling boulder trap. I've taken using circle stone bricks as boulders, which you could actually see in the Kirby episode previously. And I've set it up back here so that if you do brave this arrow trap right here and cross around through the rest of the room, back around this way, there is a trap where you enter. Screw it. I'll just show it off in a regular. So we're going to open up my test world here, the testing, and I believe this is the last map I made, so it should still be there. Yeah, here we are. This is kind of roughly the shape of what we were looking at back there. So we entered through here. I need redstone to circumvent the doors here. We won't leave that because technically it's breaking the map. Yeah. See, we were just in here, right? See, the problem is I'm actually doing this dungeon in reverse. That's why it was difficult to show off. I did something like that. Obviously, we're in creative mode now. So anyway, I can show off. That makes that do things, and that does the same. Either one of those. Not helpful to the player. Click here, arrows shoot from there. Little treasure room with fallen pillars. This is like a kobold bedroom kind of thing. And, oh, look, I've already activated the trap. Give me 2 seconds to reset this and I'll finally show. Alright, so I've kind of torn up some of the stuff here so we can show off the internal workings. So, first of all, in, come on now. In this room back here, we basically just have a regular redstone clock. Pretty simple. Shouldn't have to explain that at all. And the clock is kind of broken. If this block of gold were one block higher, then there would be redstone transmitting through here, and the redstone clock would be complete, right? Which you notice would also power this, and thus power this piston whenever the redstone clock flashed. However, at start, the redstone clock isn't activated. Now, when you enter the room from back there, the entrance looks to be open. So we have these 3 boulders that can roll here. Then I'm going to place 4 blocks of gravel up here. And notice I'm not being very specific with dimensions of like interior rooms and stuff, because this is a really general design that I'm talking about. So anyway, when I step on that pressure plate, it's going to send redstone pulse under the floor to basically raise that piston with the gold block on top of it. And when the gold block raises, as I said, the piston clock will be completed, which will start activating, or the redstone clock will be completed, which will start activating the pistons, which move these guys. they will come moving on in, and the gravel that falls will make sure there's still, space so that the piston back there is pushing something, which eventually pushes these boulders, quote unquote, rather than pushing empty air and not working. So let's see that in action. Before we fix this one last time, let me show the block that holds up these, where the gravel will fall, has got to be a half slab. I kept forgetting that. Otherwise it blocks this little redstone pulse here. And that may change depending on the way you set up this circuit. Like I said, it's very flexible, but for this design at least, that's what I was missing that I had before. So, this is a separate trap. Tripwire sets off fireballs. Pretty neat. So anyway, watch this. We step on the pressure plate. It activates the redstone down here, which pushes up the one gold block with the piston. That one gold block completes the redstone clock, which then starts pulsing these two pistons and rolls my boulders in to block off this exit. And if you're playing on an adventure map, that is unfixable. A pretty effective trap for a player. Now I'm just going to have a hell of a time adjusting all that footage to show it the proper way. Oh well. Anyway, here we have a typical piston pinwheel, more of a story object. Rar, lava, all that lot. All story objects. And here's the actual way to activate that door. And yeah, right, we're back. So back on the main map here. When you go up in my main map, this is actually kind of cleverly disguised in like a regular wooded area. Like, I actually have the torches are there because when I first terraformed this area to put this dungeon in here, I was consistently losing track of where I'd put the entrance. So I finally just said, okay, I'll put a couple of torches, make it a little bit easier. But anyway, this is an otherwise relatively unimportant area. Not very effective as like a proper nether portal since you have to go all the way through it, but still, overall, I think a neat little tiny feature there. So, I think we'll actually cut the episode here. I've showed off this bit, and we'll make it to the end of the tourist bit in the next one. I suppose I've spent enough time. So in our last little moments here, why don't we go ahead, travel the Kobold Caverns, and find our way back into the Nether. There we are. So then, YouTube, if I want to get to the final exit of the tourist, I'm going to have to beat this thing again. And, how do we say? I'm going to have fun with that one. So, yeah, take care, and I'll see you next time. I'm giving you my diamonds. Just look at them. Just a row.